Paradise. You can't run! Mr. Crossel.
Oh, good, very...
You're
Miss Yanfei.
Wait,
No, I'm not worth the contract. In return, I included a
guaranteed genuine?
Of course. This one...
In that case, my...
Oh,
Thanks a lot, Mr.
Whatever shall... yes, that's me.
How do you do, Miss? My associates and I are very...
The hairpins. I don't know how it... I spent so much money on them. We now have a backlog. A big banquet is... That's what the hairpin... But now that I've...
why does...
Would you read...
Hold on.
Huh?
Let me see.
That's right! Yanfei true!
Right. I finished reading. Furthermore, and given the rarity...
Even higher. Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
However...
Did you really have to... Whichever way you look...
Except that if we found the...
Please. However much it is, now that it's come to...
Yes, legally speaking. So hold on a moment.
What did I feel? My family has seen...
Smooth to... No, it's nothing.
Ah, Miss Yan... You lost them.
I'm sorry.
Mora, I did...
No problem. But before... It was in fact genuine...
Of course.
All right, understood. I'll
Thank you very much.
Looks like I'll have to...
Please wait, Miss Chow. I have... It's not
Miss Yanfei.
No. What I wanted to talk about is... There is a chance that the Orin laid on those...
What do you mean?
Obviously not. I'm no adventurer. I don't know if Granny told you this, but Smaragd, if mere mortals come into contact... Mr. Chow, did you at any time...
No.
Now that is strange. If I've deduced correctly, he may...
If that's the case, we should go confront him.
Absolutely not. If we were to confront him now, there's no way he... And then, after that, he would simply insist that... Meanwhile, we would have to look under every stone in Liyue, hoping and praying that...
So vivid that Paimon thinks it might...
Oh, it certainly is. I've seen my fair share of situations like...
Well then, since you're...
Oh, that won't be a problem. But first...
Huh? Does there have to be a contract for... It feels like, yeah...
These are my formal terms of engagement. Everything anywhere commissioned, but not bound by a...
I understand.
No problem. Just sign here, and I'll sign too. And I'll also need your signatures on page...
This contract has so many pages...
All right, that should do it. My fees are the same as all. Not for now, no. Despite how... I don't believe you have been part of an investigation.
Miss Yanfei, I have to ask...
Because, as it happens, I'm currently trying to acquire... Whether he actually made it into an item of jewelry or not is a separate matter. Also, the idea of someone abusing... But again, let's not dwell on this. Ah, I've got it. If Mr. Crossell had his
Why, hello.
No, nothing of...
Snezhna. That was the first... He was quite why...
Thank you, sir.
Huh? If my eyes don't... Yes. It's not particularly rare. I've heard it said that's...
A thin layer of...
If you must see for your...
Is that so... So, did you find anything? So they really...
There's nothing special to it. These two stones, there may be only a subtle... And I'm sure...
All right, let's focus...
But, never mind.
Unusual action...
Miss Yenfei?
If you could just confirm for me once more, sir. Mr. Crossell did indeed claim that...
Yes, that's right. I still have a record of the job with me.
Then I have no further questions. But could I borrow the processing record?
Of course.
Oh, I have my reasons. This document shall serve as signed proof that these stone shavings originated from the, ore that Mr. Crossell...
Yes, I see.
I wouldn't say there's been an incident, just a minor issue.
Is this hard evidence to back us up?
On the contrary, this is far from... If you want to make jewelry, you need a professional jewelsmith. Let me think. Jewelry. Aha! Got it! Sing...
Well, that was quick.
Because lots of... As you know, Leo... But the amendments made... As such...
So you helped...
Yes, well... You... You sound surprised. Oh, this has enough...
Again with that...
Well, that's that then.
Oh, Miss Yenfei.
Have no further has a merchant...
Crossell. The design of this order was on hold for a very long time.
Doesn't seem like...
Miss Sinksy.
Yes, I'm sure Mr. Crossell. I also kept a copy for my own records. The inlaid gemstone.
Thank you, Sinksy.
Sure.
Nothing you need to worry about.
Why is everyone's first reaction always to us?
I believe we have a...
The weirdo with...
Because once we have this...
My. And if it isn't...
No.
Smaragdus, the 7 mount, it is abundant in... Any, I suppose that...
That is indeed the case.
No trouble at all. But after I gave him, I wonder...
You need...
You're too...
That Baiju guy is as weird as ever. Is it just Paimon, or does it...
Miss Yanfei, have you finished your...
Yes. My investigation.
Wonderful. Well then, please, could...
Of course. Mr. Crossell, you must pay Mr. Chow...
Sure. Wait, what? Me pay?
Not at all. According to my investigations... Now, the contract's...
Material evidence? What material evidence? Why, I spent a huge sum to obtain that Smaragdus jadeite, and yet you claim that the ore inlaid on the...
Indeed. Only a testimony from an expert witness involved in the processing of the ore can serve as an authoritative assessment of whether it is genuine. Traveler, please produce the evidence in question. This is a processing...
Seriously? In any case...
That's an...
Well, your claim that my ore is fake is just as...
Looks like...
Hard evidence. Something legally binding.
This document proves that my hairpins are the...
Our second piece of evidence didn't work.
You know, you could...
Of course I'm right. All the evidence...
Well, hang on a moment now, because Traveler, would you do the honors?
What?
Smaragdus jadeite sustained contact, Mr. Crossell.
I...
No idea, you say? I'm afraid that this falls outside the scope of my... However, Don't worry, Mr. Crossell. I will make sure that all... I trust that you'll give them your full cooperation in the...
What? Wait, what?
Oh, so you knew? Oh, dear.
Huh? No,
Aren't actually inlaid with genuine smaragd... You do understand, Mr. Crossell, that this... Mr. Crossell, your aunt...
Yep, he's seriously intimidating.
I admit it. I confess. The ore... But I'm a victim in all of this, too. I invested a great deal of time and money into acquiring that small amount of Smaragdus jadeite, in the hopes of turning it into a piece of jewelry that would fetch a fine price. But after receiving it and carrying it around for a few days, I started to feel extreme discomfort. I couldn't sleep a wink or eat a single bite. I went to Boo Boo Pharmacy to get myself checked out. only to discover that this sort of stone cannot be worn as jewelry. That's why I had another pair of hairpins made from smaragdus nephrite, which is almost indistinguishable. I kept the real smaragdus jadeite in a specially made box. I was worried that someone would see through it, which is why I only dared to rent them out, not sell them. And then to top it all off, Jiqiao lost the hairpins after I rented them out to her.
Exactly! If they weren't the real deal...
I didn't want to either, but when I purchased that smaragdus jadeite, some of my business partners found out. I knew they'd be watching closely to see how much I could make off it. If word got out that I sold a pair of fake hairpins, then my days in this line of business would be...
All right, let's cut the appeals phase right there. I failed to see what bearing any of this has on your transaction with my client. According to the contract...
10 times?
Crosel looks like he could faint any second.
As for me, according to my contract with Mr. Chow...
20%? That's as much as I spent on that smaragdus jade...
There's no need. It's fine. Even if the smaragdus jadeite on those hairpins was fake, I still bear responsibility for losing them. Legally or not, I think...
Ms...
However, Mr. Crosel, since you have no use for that chunk of smaragdus jadeite, why don't you give it to me instead?
What? But all right, then. This cursed rock's brought me enough grief as it is.
Miss Yunfei, I'll turn this smaragdus jadeite over to you. I trust that it...
Well, that's not quite how the rules say this should go. But whatever. It'll...
Thanks so much for your help this time, Miss Yunfei.
Oh, come on. No need to... Well then, that's good. Mr. Crosel, it seems that my client has...
Is that so?
Actually, Mr. Cross, I could see from the hairpins you produce that you're very skilled in jewelry design. If we could join forces, your jewelry designs and our choice ores, I think we...
Well, that's that. And we've got the smaragdus jadeite that Granny wants too. All's well that ends well.
Exactly.
The right solution depends... The objective of my client, Mr. in Adeptus. Liyue Harbor is now a city ruled by the title of Adept in any case. Don't you think that the Liyue...
Paimon can think of someone who...
Well, since we got what we came for...
Ah, you've returned. Good.
Well, if we're all...
Oh, you.
I'm off then. Bye! Oh, yes, Traveler. Make sure you... I've been looking into...
Come now, child.
I'm leaving! I'm leaving!
That child. Yanfei, my... Liyue. All right, then.
Oh, Paimon's so excited!
Hold it firmly. Take these blueprints with you.
Wait a minute!
Oh.
But there's just a whole load of nut. Paimon can't do that! Well, still, I am not. Hang on a... Oh, call me. I suppose. So you're the... Madam, you may leave all... Your journey may be far... Though it is the... Thus, you may consider now... Have you any... As long as you have a blueprint. Blueprint? Yes, these are the... Just commit the... Then simply... Wow! Is that all it takes? Then we could build a whole city. I doubt it. A golden-eyed... He said, this world is... A golden-eyed... I hardly remember myself. Well, let's not... If there's any... Maybe you're... If you ever... Maybe you're... If you ever... Maybe you're not... If you ever have... Maybe you're not used to the place at the moment, But once you've materialized enough rooms and furniture through subspace creation... If you ever had... Maybe you're not... When breaking new... I'll teach you more... Maybe you're not... If you ever had... Maybe you... If you ever had... If you ever...